Abram was a farmer. He lived in a small village nestled between mountains. The village was quiet. The people were kind. Abram loved his life, but it was hard. He worked from dawn until dusk. Abram had a strong faith in God. He prayed every day. He prayed for his family. He prayed for his farm. He prayed for rain. Abram's crops were often sparse. His family struggled to have enough food. Sometimes they went to bed hungry. Abram worried. He knew God was good. He trusted God to provide. One evening, Abram was reading his Bible. He came across a verse in Malachi. "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse," it said, "that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." The words struck Abram deeply. He felt a stirring in his heart. He felt God was speaking directly to him. Could this be the answer to his prayers? Could giving his best to God bring abundance? Abram wrestled with his thoughts. He didn't have much to give. His family needed every bit of food they had. How could he give away a tenth of their harvest? But the words of Malachi echoed in his mind. "Test me in this," God had said. Abram knew he had to trust God. The next morning, Abram took his best grains. He put them in a sack. He carried the sack to the village church. It was his tithe to God. Weeks passed. The weather remained dry. Abram continued to pray. He trusted God's promise. Then one afternoon, the sky darkened. Heavy rain began to fall. It rained for days. The village rejoiced. Abram's fields were soaked. When the rain stopped, Abram went to his fields. He couldn't believe his eyes. His crops were flourishing. The harvest was more abundant than he could have imagined. Abram was overjoyed. He knew God had blessed him. He had trusted God, and God had provided. Abram shared his harvest with the entire village. He gave food to those who were hungry. He helped those in need. The village prospered. Everyone was grateful for Abram's generosity. They had never seen such a bountiful harvest. They had never felt so blessed. Abram realized the power of trusting God's promises. He had given his best even when it was difficult. In return, God had blessed him beyond measure. Abram's story spread throughout the land. It became a testament to God's faithfulness. It taught everyone the importance of faith and trust in God. Even in times of hardship, God would provide. They only needed to trust him.